Back again, and thank you to all of you that has given us some thought-provoking presentations, shown that there are solutions today, there are solutions coming, lots of issues, technology and biology has to be solved yet, but I think you all understand, at least that's my opinion, that to have one single golden bullet to control sea lice, vaccine, sea lice resistant salmon through genetics, CRISPR that we've heard about, that's not very, it's not a big potential for that. We will need to have many solutions to control the sea lice. And one of the basics, in my opinion, is that we also mentioned in the start of this seminar, understand your enemy. Sea lice is complex organism, lots of things we don't understand, and the more we understand, the easier it will be to have a good control strategies. But my impression now, both from this meeting and from talking with colleagues in other countries and in Norway, is that today sea lice is controlled fairly good in the salmon farming industry. We very seldom hear that someone loses control and you have farmed salmon with big wounds caused by sea lice. Most of you, if you went out on a farm, you wouldn't see one single sea lice. They're not that big. Maybe you see a few, but there aren't many. But the cost of controlling sea lice is fish welfare impacts, environmental impacts, and of course also, say, money lost or money spent on issues that, well, they could be spent better. So we see the picture today is coming a kind of technology mix, land-based farms, closed, semi-closed farms, offshore, submerged farms, open farms like today with skirts or other devices like the iFarm concept that we have heard about. So it will be a mix. And these new solutions also seem to give better production. As we heard from Faroe Islands, from Hidenfjord, their use of large smolts also improves the production, reduces mortality, etc. But of course, at least in my opinion, the most important issue is prevention. If we can prevent the salmon lice from finding the salmon through different methods that we have heard about, then we don't need to put in place or use control methods or chemicals. But prevention will very rarely be the only solution. We will need non-chemical methods to control. We will need pharmaceutical compounds. And I think the future now, at least the first coming years, we will see that we will be much better on total control strategies in single farms, in bigger areas, like what we've heard from Rogaland today, but also over many years and generations. I think we must be much better at planning the sea lice control strategy for maybe the coming 3, 4, 5 generations of salmon. I think we have most of the knowledge. Of course, there will be big knowledge holes also to fill in, but our total control strategies will be very important, as I say, in a broad sense. And for that also we need this international cooperation sharing of knowledge between the different countries. And I think the salmon industry is so global that that will happen whatsoever. But we can speed up that knowledge sharing through seminars like this and other seminars and more scientific meetings like the sealice conference coming up in Faroe Islands probably next year again. So thank you for your attention and hope you've got some input and something to think about. Thank you again.